morning, Fireflies. Or hello, if I've not seen you yet. Welcome to the Get Ready for the Day routine. This is the intermediate. We're going to jump right into it because I was a little long-winded on the beginner one, but we are starting a new dance style, and you'll notice I was lucky enough to have some tape here in the studio, so I taped a square onto my front, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But in the meantime, let's plant our feet and pretend that we have magnets all along the bottom of our feet, like one big flat magnet that sticks the entire foot to the earth, which also has a magnet, which is one big magnet. And so we're feeling super sturdy in our bottom beds, and breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in, and breathing out, and we're going to open and close our hands. Now today we're going to be kind of lifting up different parts of our arms, and I want you to kind of think about letting the rest of the arm relax as you're lifting it up from one part. So we're going to start here from our wrists. We're just going to let our wrists lift our arms and go down. And the wrists are picking up our arms. Everything else is soft. Wrists picking up our arms. And wrists picking up our arms. And side to side with your wrists. And back and forth. Now we're going to go side to side. Again, the same direction. Both hands are moving the same direction. And then we're going to do our flapping, one hand and the other. And let's roll in and roll out. It's better than me, I think. All right, so let's lift up our elbows and relax. Elbows up and relax. So I want you to feel like the rest of your arm is completely limp, like spaghetti, and just your elbows are working. And now let's pick up our arms a little bit, just like to 90 degrees. Use those elbows and closing. And open your arms, and we're going to rotate up and down. And just a great big flap up and down. I really lift my arms very well and take together. Let's stretch up nice and good to the sky, and then do the same thing going forward. All right, looking to the right. And we're going to look right and right and right and left and left and left and we're going to be lifting and lowering our shoulders, but I want everything else to stay still. We're just using our shoulders to go up and down. Try to keep everything else relaxed. Your arms will move up and down a little bit naturally, but you don't want to have any energy in them. The only thing that's moving are those shoulders. And then we're going to be moving just one shoulder. Try and isolate that shoulder. Just like everything else is linguini. Floppy. The shoulder is moving up and down. And then moving to the left shoulder. Now we're going to be moving just our upper body. So the sitting still down here. I'm moving one shoulder forward and the other shoulder. And then one shoulder. And the other shoulder. One shoulder. Another shoulder. One shoulder. Another shoulder. One shoulder. And the other shoulder. One. 14, building up. All right, lean back. Stretch out that part that's just been working. Butterflies, we're going to do just a couple more and we have to get into the dancing because I have practice at 7:30 and it's probably just about that. Almost. Okay, so all right, let's just bend our knees up and down. But I want you to as moving up and down, just kind of tighten them and feel that they've got energy. You're not just dropping up and down, that your legs are working. We're going to get more into the details of this, but I need to make sure that I keep the beginner, that I start on time, that keep the beginner one in a good, thank you, Orville. Thanks. All right, stretching your toes up to your knee. Oh, thank you. Thank you, that's so nice. And with your other foot. And then just lifting your heels up and down. One after the other, when you're stepping. Pressing into the ground with the toes that are staying on the ground. Okay, so since I'm all taped up today, so I want to do this exercise where we're gonna take a knee bend so we have a big range of movement. And so you see this square, I want to slide it along a flat surface. I don't want it to bend or tilt or any of those things. I'm going to go down a little bit, and then I'm going to slide it so it's over one leg, and then I'm going to slide it back the other way. Orville, thank you. Thank you. So we want to be just kind of aware of this square. We are going to be kind of bending it, doing various things with it. But for this one, I just want you to feel that shifting of the weight from leg to leg, that all of your weight goes over one leg and back again, over one leg and back again. Oh, that's you. So do you feel that, butterflies? You can do the same thing going forward and back here. You want to feel that your square is right where it needs to be. And the other way. And now we're going to be again taking that same position. This time just the top of our square is going to stay in place. And you see the bottom is going to tilt. So we're going to be down in the middle, so a little knee bend. And the feeling you want is that somebody's grabbing your hip and pulling it to the side and up. And going back down to the middle, like it's a pendulum swinging. And to the side and up. And I'm keeping I've got my hands up here so you see my shoulders are more or less staying in place. And the hip is being pulled up to one side, falling down in the middle, and then up to the other side. And see if you can just slowly smooth it out a little bit. And this is our hip movement. So it's a little bit deceiving because when you're watching it, it looks like it's an actual hip movement that your hips are moving, but it really is, it's a bigger movement in these dances. It's coming from here, from this, and the weight shift. So we're going to be working more on the weight shift tomorrow because we have to dance. So let's learn our bachata. Let's do one quick weight shift, and we'll get into more details on Wednesday. So if you remember, we had an exercise where it's like we're kind of falling onto one leg, like we're gonna lose our balance and catch ourselves with a leg. And then we're gonna step together. We're gonna take that weight, shift it over this leg, so this one's free. And then we're gonna fall into that leg and bring them together. We're gonna stay here though. This one's gonna come back out with our, catch yourself. Shift your weight over here. And catch yourself. And bring it in. More on that on Wednesday. Namaste, but right now let's go to our Pachada, which is, I'm going to start back here so you can just follow that mirroring. So we're going to step to the right on our left, together with our right. Step left, tap right, and right. Together, and right, tap left, left. Together, left, tap right, right. Together, right, tap left, left. Together, left, tap right, right. Together, right, tap left, left. Together, left, tap right, right. Together, right, tap left, left. Together, left, tap right, right. Together, right, tap left, left. Together, left, tap right, right. Together, right, tap left. So that's all we're going to do today. And it is good. It is good for your hip flexors. It also it touches on a lot of kind of parts of the body that maybe you haven't used before, like the rotation in your shoulders. We're going to be going through all of that. We're going to be breaking it down. But every time you touch on a new area, it feels unfamiliar, uncomfortable, but it's something that dance is all about repetition, so I say here, and it's about doing it over and over. So we're gonna be doing our Pachada. I'll start in the back and then I'll move to the front. We're gonna left together, left tap right. And I just want us to do that so it starts to feel familiar and starts to go into our muscle memory. So let's just keep your steps small for now. And if you want to think about moving your weight with your legs, so you're not dragging behind, it's not like a heel-toe movement, you're just stepping on a flat foot and moving your body with you. So let's go Pachada. Keep those steps small and keep your knees a little bit bent. And when your knees are bent, don't bounce up and down with them, so then this then try and just keep even. Try to keep them bent the same amount, and you're swing back and forth with them motions. We'll be adding on to a lot to this one. It's a great dance. And there's different styles within Pachada, but there's so much you can do with it. And there's a lot of body movement involved, which is what I want us to be working on in this kind of next section. Good job there, flies. So we want to repeat until we're on autopilot. So this is called the basic step for Pachada. So without in your sleep, you can make the middle of the night, and your feet are just doing that. And we're going to be adding on to it. The basic is something we always come back to. If you're watching a social dance, you'll see that usually as the lead is thinking about what else to do, they're just going back and forth and thinking, okay, next thing, before they get into the fancy stuff. So, all right, my fireflies. Oh, good job, Nick. Great. All right, so I will be seeing you here next Wednesday, if not before. And let's say we are such a fast-growing community, and it's so great that we're all on this journey together. And let's be there for each other and support each other, because dance is something that we're all so different, and the way we dance is as different as we are, but yet we're all kind of the same. So please like and subscribe if you have not already, and I am sending all my love to you, and have a wonderful day.
I don't know what it's doing.
Something fell.
Oh.
Something is